Hi, this is Jane with Jayne Design. In this tutorial, you'll be learning how to access your webmail, and additionally, I'd like for you to learn how to work out of a Gmail account if you choose to. So to begin, we're going to start over here. I'd like you to become comfortable with the Client Center, and over here we've got some tutorials. We've got some getting started tutorials and some WordPress tutorials. So let's just start up here with instructional tutorials in general. And I'll be adding this tutorial over here, so be sure to reference this page on Jayne Design via the Client Center when you need help with certain items, especially for your email. All right, so the first thing we'll do is you should have received an email from someone at Jayne Design, and that's going to send you to access your webmail on the server. And what that means is that there is a location that your email is going to be stored. And from there, you decide how you'd like to visit your email. You can visit it right here directly on the server, or you can actually view it through Outlook or Gmail. So this tutorial is going to show you how to do that through Gmail, but the first thing we need to do is just log in. So you would have received a login, a login URL and your email address as well as a password. If you don't have that password anymore, please be sure to let us know. But it's the password that you'll use to access your email. So the URL is always going to be your domain, and mine in this case is janewayne.com and /webmail. I'm going to click enter, and that's going to get me to this same page that was just showing. I should move this over so you can see the whole URL right up here. Now, the email address is where we're going to start. Mine's Jayne@janewayne.com. It's already populated. And you'll populate your password. Ask it to remember. Now, right in here, you can just choose one of these three, but I do want you to note the forwarding. So right here is one option for you to forward your email to a Gmail account if you so choose. Now, if you're using Outlook, this is not the way to do it, but here's one option, and I oftentimes direct my clients to use a forward when using Gmail. So if we were to choose the forward option, we would click here. And my Gmail account is actually janewaynedesign@gmail.com. So I'm going to add that forwarder. And actually, I'm going to go back. Additionally, just for the heck of it, I'd also, so I don't lose any emails here, I'd also like to make sure that I forward email to my primary email and domain, which is Jayne@janewaynedesign.com. So you can add multiple forwards if you'd like. Okay, let's go back. Now once that's done and all the mail's being routed where you'd like it to be routed, you can go to the Gmail account and log in there. So this is my janewaynedesign@gmail.com. And what I'd like to do next is I'd like to be able to send as Jayne@janewayne.com. So currently I'm only forwarding, and now I'd like to be able to send as well. So to do that, I'm going to click on Settings. It's going to bring me to a page that has these accounts and imports. Now, there's two ways to do this. In a previous tutorial that I have in Jayne Design, it shows you how to use the POP3 mail account that you own. And you would do this, and it would be considered a fetch option. Sometimes we find that the fetch doesn't happen quite as quickly as we'd like it to. So the forward is the way that we prefer at this juncture to use it. So with that forward, we would like to add an account that we own. This will allow us to send as another email address, not just janewaynedesign@gmail.com. So I'm going to add this email address that I own. I can name it Gmail. Excuse me, I can name it Jayne Wayne. I'm going to send it as Jayne at janewayne.com. I don't want to treat it as an alias. I do want to click on the next step. Now, this is where we're going to change this SMTP to mail.janewayne.com. Remember that the username is the entire email address. Let's let that populate. Make sure I get the right password. If you're not sure of your email password, be sure to log into that server again and make sure that that password's accurate. If you get any errors, you'll know that's where you start. All right, let's add that account. Go ahead and update it. Now it's looking for verification, and what it did is it sent an email to the server, email at jane@janewayne.com. So I left that tab open. I'm going to pop back over here. I'm going to open jane@janewayne.com on the server, which was the Jayne Wayne design, or just janewayne.com/webmail. And we're going to look over here, and here we go. We have an email. And we're going to be looking for that confirmation. And here it is. Now, I can take that code and put it back, but it also is going to allow me this other option before you can send mail. Click the link below to confirm. So we can either use the code, put it in. Let's just go ahead and do that. I'll copy that. Go over here to my settings, and actually this is a nice little tutorial because notice that when I was moving around on my browser, this window was placed behind. So I'm going to click on that to bring it to the forefront and edit, paste that code in there. Okay, verify it. So now we should be verified. And what that means for us is we can come over here to compose. And now we have a choice. We can send it as Jayne Wayne Design at Gmail or jane@janewaynedesign.com. Now, the next step I'd like to do is actually make that Jane@janewayne the default. So if I pop over here to General Settings, I'll minimize that. I am looking for the default that says always default to send as Jane@janewaynedesign.com. And that's actually going to be right up here. Let's see. Oops, actually that's in the accounts. And here we go. Make this the default, Jane@janewayne.com. There's no save right here, so it's all done. Now, another thing we can do is add a signature, and that's right in here. But I'm going to be adding a tutorial for how to include your signature in here. So if you check back on the Jayne Wayne Design tutorials, there'll be a tutorial on adding a signature. All right, thank you so much for watching.